And we're live. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Shema Thabah Shem Yahushua to the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K, start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, and we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, no Muslim mosque, or none of your Christian churches. And for that reason, what makes us different is in the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA, we believe in bringing the black family together under the Most High, you know what I'm saying, under Christ, following the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We base our whole relationships, intimate and non-intimate, you know what I'm saying, in this Bible. How we maintain our friendships? With the Bible. How do we do that? Go to him and him alone. When you have an ought with your brother, you know what I'm saying? Do as to him what you would want done to you. You know what I'm saying? These things is what Christ taught. You know what I'm saying? But your Christian church will have you think Christ started going on his own path. Like he didn't follow the laws of Moses or something. Your Muslim mosque will make you think those laws are done away with also. You know what I'm saying? And in actuality, all of those things are a lie. All of those things are a lie to get you to sin more. What is the most common thing they tell sisters when you're having hard times in your relationship with the man that you're married to? You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand by now, sex is marriage to the I.S.U.P.K. Here in the I.S.U.P.K, we teach you that if you open your legs up to a man, that is your husband now. You know what I'm saying? You know what the I.S.U.P.K just gave blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? We just gave women value. You know what I'm saying? You know why? We don't put that value to a ring. Your body, you know what I'm saying? You giving something more precious than a damn metal or a rock, a mineral. You know what I'm saying? Your body is worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, the Christian church will have you believe he has to give you the biggest ring. You know what I'm saying? Have you believe he has to sign this piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? When none of those things are meaningless. And you know what I'm saying? The Lord reveals it every time. How many divorces happen? You know what I'm saying? When relationships are solely based off of that ring. And then you go look at the math on who stays married longer. You know what I'm saying? You go look at them courthouse marriages. You know what I'm saying? And they still lasting because they got married based off of actual loving the person, while the Christian church taught you to love the ring, love the party. You know what I'm saying? Love the ceremony. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the I.S.U.P.K is bringing back. The I.S.U.P.K marriages last. You know what I'm saying? This is built to last. You ever seen a commercial, Ford Tough? You know what I'm saying? I.S.U.P.K is training black men and black women how to maintain their marriages. You know what I'm saying? We are not raising quitters. You know what I'm saying? Just because your feelings are hurt. Just because your feelings are hurt, you're gonna do away with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just because your feelings are hurt, or he got another wife, or you know what I'm saying, her feelings are hurt, or she's emotional, or she feels like she's not being supported. We don't tell that woman to leave her husband. You know what I'm saying? Some in the I.S.U.P.K, that nobody else teaches that neither. Like, you know how rare of a commodity that is to have in an organization to where they're actually fighting for you to stay in your marriage? You know what I'm saying? How often do you ever hear that? You know what I'm saying? When you start telling your parents, you start telling your therapists in the world, you know what I'm saying? Any type of counsel, you go to your counselor in the church. The church is telling you y'all not equally yoked. Y'all need to get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Those things, that's how you know those are the works of Satan. You know what I'm saying? This is the works of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believes, because of the Christian church been brainwashing us for so long, that marriage is supposed to be kisses, hugs, and rainbows, and in actuality it's not. You know what I'm saying? And America has been feeding our sisters a lot of BS for a long time, and how they do it is by way of dudes like Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? They give Tyler Perry the blueprint, and Tyler Perry makes all the LGBTQ nonsense he wants to advocate for so-called black women. In reality, he hates black women. You know what I'm saying? He hates black women. He dresses up like one, and he feels like he's in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? LGBTQ period hates black women because they couldn't even compete with you. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to. They're trying to. They're putting on the wigs and try to do the makeup to look like you and try to take your man. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? They trying to, and now you see all these stories about the DLs and how she lost her man to another man. Some of the most crazy and horrible stories you'll ever hear in 2025. You know what I'm saying? These things are happening. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, you would have been like, that don't even make sense. But now it's so common. You know what I'm saying? This is the spirit of the world we're living in now. You know what I'm saying? And to start my class out, I'm gonna do Zephaniah 2:1, and I'm gonna push this towards the family. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man and woman. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody go through their little issues with their spouse. You know what I'm saying? This also goes to you. It says, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, desire, not desire. Salakia. That means I don't care if you think black women are whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't whatever the red pills are saying. You know what I'm saying? Black women are the most aggressive. Latinas are this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that hell propaganda they're pushing out of there. You know what I'm saying? You prefer them first. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what Becky is trying to do. I don't give a damn that Becky is trying to put nails on. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn that the East Indians are trying to dance to hip hop like our sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't care that the Asian woman is trying to dress like the Latinas and get all the styles of the Latina and Latin. I think it's called Latinx. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that. You still prefer your sisters, man. You still prefer your sisters because who was on them slave ships with you during the transatlantic slave trade? It wasn't the Chinese. It wasn't Becky. It wasn't the East Indians. It wasn't the Jewish. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no damn Hamite. All of those people had a hand in your slavery. You know what I'm saying? All of those people had a hand in your enslavement. So for the brothers, you should never try to pursue a so-called heathen. Not so-called, an actual heathen. You know what I'm saying? For sisters, you too. You know what I mean? Like every time I see it in public, it's just like one of those, like, why? Why? You look weak. Like as a black man, you ran to, especially a white woman, and then you try to justify. We see it on Cap's podcast or whatever talk show. You know what I'm saying, with the brother Cooley. You know what I'm saying he's a white woman lover. Like, look at him. He just it doesn't look strong. You don't look strong. You know what I'm saying? You are a bad representation for the black community. And of course, they uphold people like that who will sell themselves out because their feelings are hurt, because you didn't get a date in high school. You know what I'm saying? The same thing for sisters. Like you get your heart broken and now you just want to do away with all black and Hispanic men. Like there's no good black and Hispanic men. You know, your insecurities are letting you get to you. It's because you chose wrong. You know what I'm saying? Here in I.S.U.P.K, we teach you one thing. You chose who you chose. Now you're going to find a way to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We teach accountability and responsibility, especially for black and Hispanic men, because it is very common for us to leave at any sight of hard times. You know what I'm saying? And it's a struggle sometimes. It's a struggle sometimes, but then you look back over the years. You'll look back over the years and be like, you'll be talking with your rib too. You'll be like, damn, remember when you threw the oven at my head? That was a crazy time. Salakia. That was a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? And you'll look back and realize how strong your bond is now. You'll look how much you love each other now. And you'll realize that love that they portray in those movies, that love that they portray in those TV shows and stuff isn't real. It isn't real. You know what I'm saying? That's not love. Love isn't always hugs, kisses, and Rapunzel let down your hair. Like, it isn't the fairy tale thing that they portray. Love is sometimes hard. It is hard to love sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get another scripture. We're gonna do 1 Corinthians 11:1. Shalakia. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? We are taught in this day and age by the Christian church, and it just is all wrong. You know what I'm saying? The order of the house is all messed up. You know what I'm saying? We letting kids run around while ruling the house, and women running around with their chicken. I mean, like their head cut off like a chicken. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't keep track of these teenage boys and these teenage girls. You know what I'm saying? They're having a hard time, and it's because America teaches our sisters that independence. You know what I'm saying? They teach you that they don't need no man. They teach you that they can get rid of their children. You know what I'm saying? That the system is better. You know what I'm saying? America raising your kids is better than having a black man in the household. In reality, that is totally wrong, man. This is 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. I want to start there. Yeah. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ. So to get you a background, this is Paul sending letters to Corinth, right? At this time, we have to realize there was a spirit on the earth, just like it's the same spirit today. The spirit of feminism. Feminism? Yeah, feminism. You know what I'm saying? They had the goddess Athena, Diana, and all that type of nonsense running around trying to empower women to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the things that sisters say today? Boss B. I can do bad all by myself. All of these other things. These things are the same things that were being said. Don't sisters now say, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen? It's the same spirit that they had during these times in Rome. You know what I'm saying? These things are nothing new on the earth. The Bible was written for a reason. It was written to help, and it's for our learning. You know what I'm saying? Christ knew this. Christ knew this. Do you think Christ did not read the Bible? Do you think Christ not studied the Bible? So why are you listening to a person that is in the pulpit, right? And he ain't opened the Bible once. He's talking about his breakfast. He ain't quote one scripture yet. All he knows is John 3:16, and that's what he keep repeating. You know what I'm saying? He don't even say the whole verse. He just say that one part. He keep repeating it, and he start breathing heavy, sweating on the pulpit, sweating on your grandma. You know what I'm saying? These things are destroying the black family. You know what I'm saying? We need to realize the order of the household because it'll help us in our relationships. If the man knew he was the leader or the head of his household, do you think he would be doing a lot of the nonsense out here today? If he knew he had a duty, if he was raised to be a leader instead of a damn follower, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what? If he messes up, sis, it's counsel for that. You know what I'm saying? It's righteous counsel for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he has brothers and he has a father. You know what I'm saying? He has a head that can tell him you are wrong. You know what I'm saying? He seeks righteous counsel when y'all two are at it. He's not always going to be right, but he's the head. He has the last word. You know what I'm saying? So now that the black man knows he's the lead, right? He's the lead. He feels that pressure to lead. And I don't know about you, every time black men come under pressure, they perform. I don't know any other black man that doesn't perform under pressure. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to those times. You know what I'm saying? We've been coasted through by these so-called liberals to just take what crumbs we can get. You know what I'm saying? And we can't fall for that trap again. Kamala Harris was going to put us through the ringer with that nonsense. She was pleading for the black man during her campaign run. She was trying to give you I don't want to say give you nothing. She was trying to tell you all the sob stories to crawl and beg for a black man's or black man and black woman's like vote. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you this. I'll give you this. Instead, you should have like, no, we'll do it ourselves. We don't need America. Like we already proved that time and time again. Like throughout history and through recent history, Did we not just give on Kamala's campaign run? How much money did she raise out of black women? You know what I'm saying? We begging for all this government assistance. How much money do we give to these so-called celebrities? Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? How much money do we give to the damn weed man? Sheesh. How much money you spending on weed? Let's go there. You know what I'm saying? How much money is brothers and sisters spending on weed? I wanna know if it's a statistic on that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a brother or a sister in the world, I challenge you to go look at your finances and be like, damn, how much money am I spending on weed? You know what I'm saying? And then question again, why the hell did I vote? Because you have more power than you think. You know what I'm saying? You're being bamboozled to thinking that you need to give everything up to America. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to celebrate holidays. Like you won't find a wife if you don't celebrate birthdays. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that I gotta get my girl or I gotta get my mom a Valentine's Day. Get like you gonna lose something. You know what I'm saying? If she leave you or if your mom stopped messing with you because of you not celebrating a holiday, they weren't with you in the first place. And then we'll go back and quote, who is thy brother? Who is thy mother? You know what I'm saying? Christ knew that. Christ was a hardcore dude. You know what I'm saying? This is why it pisses damn near every man in I.S.U.P.K. when the Christian church tried to portray him as a dog-haired, effeminate man. Like he was just so passive. He was very aggressive. He was very masculine. He was very revolutionary, man. Like you thought Fred Hampton was bad. Ooh-wee, Christ times 100. Like he was the original. He's the original. He's the blueprint. And that's every man in the I.S.U.P.K. That's who we try to emulate after. We try to emulate after the prophets, after Christ, after Moses. You know what I'm saying? We emulate them and we still follow this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And that's what separates us from the Christian church and your Muslim mosque. Because you don't see nobody else out there fighting for black marriages. You don't see nobody out there fighting for black babies. My brother, Officer Mathamya, just had a food drive in Trenton. You know what I'm saying? You don't see stuff like that no more. This ain't the 60s where we all looking for each other for help. Now we looking for Kamala or Trump. Like now we beefing with each other. First off, this is what pissed me off. We beefing with each other over white people. Like, no, that's my man. I want this master. No, we want this master. They're both slave masters. They both want to see you dead. They both want to conquer you. Just because Trump is a more blunt racist doesn't mean Kamala isn't. Kamala was vice president, man. Kamala was, and then it was crazy, and I love this, and I think the Lord did this on purpose. How Barack Obama and Donald Trump? Yeah, and Donald Trump sitting next to each other, having a good old laugh. You know what I'm saying? They having a good old laugh. Like the whole time you thought they were enemies. In reality, they probably best buds. They be at the Diddy parties having orgies while you over there debating them. Actually, I take that back. Before that, they was at Epstein Island. I remember seeing pictures. Barack Obama getting off the boat to go to Epstein Island. People forget about these events that happen. Like these are people you believe should have been leading blacks and Hispanics. Like if you believe Donald Trump was going to save black and Hispanic people, you are so lost. Like I understand it. We're lost as a people. You know what I'm saying? We're reaching for anything that we'll vote for outright racist, who obviously put a damn, I don't know if he's a real Nazi or not, but a damn near Nazi salute. I mean, you're going to start seeing swastikas coming down the damn neighborhood. But that's what you wanted. Like this is what we wanted, right? As a people. We wanted a white man, right? Or a white woman to save us. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing as Christianity when they got that dog-haired Cesare Borgia. Like, he is literally like Salakia. Christianity is literally what's happening to black people. Like, it's destroying black people right now to this day. Like, we think Christianity's changed. Oh, it's not civil rights because you're wearing jeans to church now. You're not wearing suits and dresses to your ankles, and you so revolutionary in your churches now. You know what I'm saying? That the church has changed. We allow everybody in. You know what I'm saying? In reality, you allow Christianity to destroy us even more. Christianity is destroying black people at a even alarming rate. Now the pastor's sleeping with the wife. Like, now he's not even just giving unrighteous counsel. Now he giving unrighteous counsel because he wants to get with your wife. Or he might be trying to get with your husband. You know what I'm saying? Knowing Eddie Long, knowing TD Jakes. You know what I'm saying? He not even that. He might even want your kids. He want the relationship to fall apart so he can take your kids, man. These are wolf and sheep clothing, man. I'm gonna go back. I'm getting off topic. It says that the head of every man is Christ, meaning what? Christ is king. Christ is king over this earth, man. Christ is the leader of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Every man has a head, man. Every man has a rank and order. You know what I'm saying? Salagia. You know what I'm saying? That's what the I.S.U.P.K teaches black men. Militancy. Order. Isn't that what you wanted? You've been praying for your black boy to have structure, for somebody to come along and help you raise your children. And the Lord raised up the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes that you drive past screaming on the corner every day, and you think it's crazy, go ahead and just drop your son off in front of the camp so he can learn something for once. Instead of watching the damn drug dealer, instead of watching the damn scammers, instead of watching these damn streamers talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They learning nothing, and you over there just watching them learn nothing. Trying to figure out how to help him become a man. Well, it's here in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We teach boys how to become men. We teach boys of all ages. I was a boy before I came in here. You know what I'm saying? I was taught to be a man. And guess what? It was not easy. It was not easy to become a man. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes shedding yourself of the world. Because you live in, if you are of the world, you're basically a boy. You don't know how to express your feelings. You don't know how to control yourself. Like, you just want to have sex with everything. You just want to, like, anytime somebody mess with you or make your feelings, hurt your feelings, you got to fight. You got to shoot somebody. That's a boy. That is a boy. You know what I'm saying? And then the minute I.S.U.P.K came and they teach you something. They teach you something. They teach you how to be a damn man. You know what I'm saying? Because as a boy, you mad at the world. As a black boy, right? Black and Hispanic boy. And I've noticed this just from my little time as being a man, right? A lot of them are angry, but they don't know why. And a good example of this is the BLM riots. A lot of them were mad, but they didn't know why. Like, they didn't know why they were destroying. Like, they don't know why their mom is on crack. They don't know why I'm homeless or why I had got sexually abused at this age. Like, they don't know why. You know what I'm saying? That's what the I.S.U.P.K do. We teach you why. We give those kids understanding. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Instead of giving them a Glock with a switch and a ladder on it, we give them a better tool. We give them this. We give them this. Because or Salakia, we don't give them perks to fight their demons. We don't give them a blunt to fight their demons. We give them this. This is better than any Glock, than any perk, than any heroin, than any drug you can ever take. This right here will help you get rid of your demons. This will help you or prepare you for warfare. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all that's out here in America. You go out into America, you got to fight the demons of the pride community. You got to fight the demons of selling and taking drugs, of being a whore, of going to strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you can't even open your damn phone without a demon on your phone. Damn porn. Every damn social media site. You know what I'm saying? You can't even escape it, but guess what? We'll give you the tools to fight them. You know what I'm saying? We're exiting the damn seasonal depression as we speak. Suicide rates are the highest from November to January. You know what I'm saying? And the I.S.U.P.K, we offer those outs for those black and Hispanic boys. Nobody else does it. The Christian church failed at it, and it's proof of it. They are contributing factors to the destruction of black and Hispanic boys. We see it every day. TD Jakes. What's the whitehead boy that robbed the elderly lady of like $90,000 in New York? You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is, and it's so crazy that we can't really see it, but we see that Uncle Tom on the damn inauguration stage. He damn near trying to make another I have a dream speech. And what's so funny, me and my man from the world, we try to talk, we chop it up. I was in the military with him every now and then. We talking about how it's crazy how on a so-called Black Day, right? Martin Luther King Day, they held the inauguration for the most racist person ever to take office. And this is supposed to be a black holiday, right? Martin Luther King Day, the day that so-called Jim Crow fell, or a great man made this speech, right? A so-called great man made this speech. They put the most racist white man in the house. Y'all, for you Christians that believe in Martin Luther King, y'all should feel like a slap in the face. Not only did they do that, the dude held the Hitler sign up, the salute. You know what I'm saying? They had another black man make a damn fool of himself on that damn stage, trying to remake the "I Have a Dream" speech, looking like a damn Tom. Like, I can't say the words I want to use, but he looking like a damn fool, man. Like, as a black and Hispanic man, you should be upset about that. You should be upset about that, man. Salakia, let me get this door. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. It's funny how on the day that a so-called black man spoke to bring equal rights, so-called equal rights to blacks and Hispanics, they put the most racist white man in the office. You know what I'm saying? And only wise men can see that was wrong, man. We can see the little spiteful smacks in the face they give to us, because Christians can't. Christians will go to the damn inauguration singing and cheering for a racist white man. Like, we gonna forget that he had a whole campaign trail calling Puerto Rico trash, calling the Haitians dirty, talk about they eating cats and dogs. Like, that's the white man you voted in. That's the white man you believe that will save you. You know what I'm saying? But here in I.S.U.P.K, we see past the BS. We see past all of that, man. Go ahead, read that when you got it.
Come, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
And that's what brought every black and Hispanic man into the truth. You know what I'm saying? That oppression, it was something wise about you that made you come to the truth, because you were mad. You were finding something. 9 times out of 10, you was looking for something too. Every story I hear from a brother in the truth, I went to the Egyptology first, this Hebrew Israelite, and then it was all BS. Because you were looking for something. And guess what? The Lord helped you. He gave you a helping hand. Because he could have let you stay over there in the Christian church. He could have let you get touched by Pastor Holy Hands.
Right.
He could have let your wife get taken by Pastor. Instead, he allowed you, opened up your ears to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Because oppression making for wise man mad. But if the Lord don't want you to hear, sheesh, Lord be with you. I wouldn't want to be in the world today. It's treacherous out there. It's treacherous out there for a drug. Like, this is how you know the world is so damn cold right now. A drug dealer can't even eat now. Selling drugs, you can't even make money no more. You know what I'm saying? Being a whore. Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot. I felt like a podcaster. Oh, you probably just got to plug it.
No. Just put it in the room.
Like, you ain't making money doing illegal activities no more. Like, there's no big drug kingpins. It's like the white man done booted everybody out, and he the number one producer. He the number one producer of it now. Like, you are literally getting pushed out by by Esau in the drug game. It took him what, 30 years, 40 years to figure out how he can get you put in jail and then make the thing illegal for him to sell. In reality, it was all a trap from the start. Man, oppression make a wise man mad. A wise man would have never sold drugs. A wise man would have told his community, don't fall for that. Yeah, crack, it was appeasing because we're poor and it's the quickest way to make money. But a wise man would have said, we're going to have to stay fast, stand strong. You know what I'm saying? Figure something else out. Don't fall for the tricks of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Give me actually this I got a paper pulled up. You can share it with the class on Margaret Singer. I started deviating from my class. Yeah. Just put both of us on there. And we need to realize, especially for our sisters, man. I made this class specifically for sisters. For our sisters, we need to not be so gullible for these little nice words that America sends these speakers and all these other influencers to say. You know what I'm saying? Just because she says my body, my choice, and it sounds like, oh, empowering, it's not. It's not. If it's so empowering, why did you have to go to the clinic the other day to get what's the shot called? I know you know. Come on. The antibiotic shot. You know what I'm saying? If it's, what is it called? Yeah, the chlamydia and all that. Why you had to just go get treated for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and whatever other diseases are out, the super gonorrhea? Yeah, you gotta take all these pills. If it's so empowering to have your body and your choice. Why were you just at the damn abortion clinic crying your eyes out? Why was you at the abortion clinic? If it's so empowering, why did you have to be so shamed? You know what I'm saying? Going to that Planned Parenthood. If it's so empowering. Why are you in your room crying at night because the man broke your heart? If it's so empowering, why are you crying because another man left your bed? You know what I'm saying? And don't want to stay with you. If it's so empowering. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop being so damn gullible because a white woman says it. Or because some sister with some type of success says something doesn't mean it's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to use this example, Margaret Singer, right? Margaret Singer is one of the mothers of the feminist movement, women's lib, right? I remember being taught this a while ago when I first started coming in. She basically does or did or started what they do to this day. And what she did was she sent letters to the black churches and black leaders to push this. Well, in her letters, she would say birth control, but the project was called the Negro Project, right? So she pushed this to get black leaders to influence black women to kill their babies because she felt like she was protecting the race. Just like the scientists now say white people are going to be extinct in a couple years or a couple hundred years because their DNA is so regressive or something like that, recessive. You know what I'm saying? Margaret Sanger had the same ideology. So in order for her to protect her race, what she did, she pushed abortion on black and Hispanic women. You know what I'm saying? She said we what? We only bore criminals, rapists. That's all we give birth to. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? And these are the mothers of feminism. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And if I could too, they believe that black women had, I guess, like a different type of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, to where as though like
they couldn't feel pain.
They couldn't feel pain.
Yeah, and then it's so heavy because my red, when she was pregnant, she was putting stuff like that, like not put stuff. She was, I don't know why, but when women get pregnant, they start seeing all like types of stuff about pregnancy. And she would send me videos of how doctors till this day won't give you certain medicine because they believe black women to this day don't feel the same type of pain a white woman will. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of her main problems or main concerns when she was going into labor. You know what I'm saying? And me being a priest and prophet of the Lord, I'm very strong in that hospital. Ew, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Very watchful over my wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was taught in the school. You know what I'm saying? You protect what is yours. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the white woman or the white man convince you that a possession is something negative. You know what I'm saying? When you think of a black man and his possessions, think of how a black man owns his little old school box Chevy. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen that old heads out there? How often you see them cleaning a whip? You know what I'm saying? They're shining that thing every day on them rims. Or three times. Old head out there all day. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? He out there all day hold on. You know what I'm saying? He will protect that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how the black man's supposed to be about his woman. That's why we need to get out of these words and these little tricks they play on our minds. You know what I'm saying? Sisters need to stop falling for that nonsense. Go ahead and read one of the posts. So what I got up on the YouTube is Margaret Sanger quotes. Hold on, let me pull the class up so I can see it. All right, there you go. Is there a way to zoom in on it? No, that should be good. All right, go ahead and read the first one.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Margaret Sanger quotes, "We should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers, perfectly with social service background."
So what they saying here is they need ministers, because back in the day, the Christian church was the staple for the black community, was it not? You know what I'm saying? Now they really can't use the Christian church no more, which is why Jesse Jackson is out of a job. And he on Twitter talking about nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But now they got rappers and who we look up to today, celebrities. We got I don't know what's a popular female, Sexy Red, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. Oh my God, Beyonce got these sisters in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? And they do anything they say. Whatever Beyonce says is law to sisters. This is the same way we were with the Christian church. So read that from the top.
"We should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers, perfectly with social service background." Social service
backgrounds, meaning they do for the community. Meaning they what your Christian churches have, turkey day drives and whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? They give out clothes. They serve the church. Right? They got perfect joints. They can't use one of them ministers that got a nasty background where they under investigation or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They got to use somebody that got a good background. Go ahead.
"And with engaging personality."
Engaging personalities. You know what that means? That brother has a spirit. He's a social guy. Like he knows how to start a conversation. Like he's friendly. You won't be scared to come up to him. Like when he's talking, you're going to believe what he says. He wears a nice suit. Pastor Holy Hands would never lie to me. He has a nice wife. Him and his family look so perfect. You know what I'm saying? They have engaging personalities. Like they can literally start a conversation out of thin air. Like they'll literally walk into a room and everybody be like, "Yo, Pastor, da 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 da." You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now, God, the most successful educational approach to the Negroes is through the religious appeal.
So now that during this time is during a religious appeal. To know what's going on today, black people ain't as religious as we used to. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you're a Christian of today's world, you ain't basing your whole life off Christianity. You know how I know? Because you ain't dressing like you in the church. You dressing like who? Sexy Red. You ain't dressing like, you ain't acting like you go to church. You know, you acting like Meg Thee Stallion. You over there twerking on tables and stuff. So this isn't applying to today because guess what? They switched the who you call it? What would you call it? The patsy? No, not the patsy, the figurehead. They switched the figurehead from the Christian church to your love and hip hop celebrities. Now you basing everything off of DC's and Yandy. Like you basing everything off of love and hip hop in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? But before, Margaret Singer seen this as that's why I said she was the progenitor to this method of enslavement or extermination. You know what I'm saying? She knew how to exterminate blacks and Hispanics. She knew how to get into our communities and try to destroy us. Keep going.
Now, God, we don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population.
She said we don't want the word getting out, man. Right? This goes into Judith 5:21, right? Can you pull that for me? You know, Judith 5:21. They consult.
God.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 21.
Go ahead.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
right?
Let my Lord. You want me to start up? 20?
Yeah.
God. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be an error against this people, and they sin against their God,
right?
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
See, when you sin against the Most High, they know it's your ruin. What did Margaret Singer say on her quote? You know what I'm saying? They know they can get us, man. They know, and they're tempting you with doing some unlawful things. Why do you think they putting these Meg Thee Stallions beyond? Why do you think Beyonce all of a sudden is a witch? Before she was talking to me, let me cater to you. What happened to all that, Beyonce? Now she's talking about I'm a goddess. Yeah, what happened to the? She was just good. She was rocking good with the to the left. But what happened? Single ladies. Now she got a whole album dedicated to the LGBTQ. What she got? What she know about that? She with a whole man. Go ahead.
Oh God, and also she's teaching these young women out here at one period to either leave their man or to be single, or try to show them how good it is to be single when she's not single.
Right. And that's how you know they using her. Because she don't believe in the nonsense she's singing about. She over here rapping and singing to gay men and gay women when she married to a man.
Right.
She's married to a whole man. Come on now. This is the old tricks they've been using. Keep going.
And it kills me when I see people living life the right way and sit there and be like, well, look, I don't judge. I don't care about that. That's not me. It's like,
that's simple.
You know what's wrong, though.
Right.
It's like,
that's when you hit them with the, so if somebody's over there murdering somebody, you just gonna watch? Oh, my bad, you do. Because that's what they did to George Floyd. That's what they did to Tamar. You watched. You know what I'm saying? You watched. Ain't no strength in our nation right now. And it's because the Christian church is leading us. Keep reading some of that Margaret Singer.
Oh, God. And the minister is the man who can strengthen out that idea, if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members.
Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson. Who else is out there? Farrakhan. Like, these are the leaders they chose to be the figureheads for the Black and Hispanic community. You know what I'm saying? I know this for a fact that this is one of America's ways. I got some. I'm already ahead of the game. I personally know, because what do you think the whole task of the special forces is? What happened to Russia? They flipped Russia. When I mean flip, meaning they took out or replaced, they empowered a militia in Russia to take over, and they put who they wanted in charge so they can say what they want on their agenda, America's agenda. You don't think they do that to the Black community? You don't think so? Then why, when coincidentally Martin Luther King Jr. started talking about, or Michael Luther, whatever his name is, started talking about a burning building, how he has regrets on the movement that he started for the Black people. You know what I'm saying? About he started looking back on I Have a Dream. Why, coincidentally, now he has to get shot? Now he has to be assassinated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you peeped too. Donald Trump just signed the release records of the assassination of MLK and JFK. So we about to find, like I said, I can't wait for this white man to get in office. He gonna release everything. Go ahead.
It's crazy because what you're saying is so heavy, because mind you, when he realized he was he was leading our people into the burning house, and he was trying to wake up from it, he was regretting it, and then they assassinated him.
Right.
They did the same thing with what's his name? Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Got through the whole Muslim thing, went over to Mecca and see all that, and they came back and realized, like, yeah,
this ain't it. Like, he realized, oh, I've been teaching my people wrong. I've been leading my people into a burning building. You know what I'm saying? That's what the phrase meant. And then you talk to a damn Christian, they'll try to find any. No, that's not what it. No, listen, Aunt. You don't know what the hell you talking about, Aunt. Like, you lost. You know what I'm saying? You lost as hell. Read that. Keep reading that, Margaret Singer. There's more on that.
Come. Margaret Singer, December 19, 1939, letter to Dr. Clarence Gamble, 255 Adams Street, Milton, Massachusetts. So
this is the source. So this is something different, right? Because you don't never hear the sources in your Christian churches. This is the sources of these quotes, right? So when I speak, I don't just talk from my Tanya's brain. I don't talk from my own heart. You know what I'm saying? I talk with fact. You know what I'm saying? We see that with Cat on his debates. We see that with the generals. Like, we state facts. That's the only, and what do we call it? The truth, man. This is the only place you want to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't just make these things up. We cite our sources. Just like they teach you in English class, cite your sources. History class, cite your sources. You know what I'm saying? This is why nobody can defeat the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Because the God stands with us. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. Read. You can skip past the sources. They can do that if they want. Go to number 2.
Number 2. Eugenic sterilization is an urgent need.
Ooh, she said this sterilization is an urgent need. And you know what they still talking about? Oh, whites are starting to go out. Like, we're not producing enough babies. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's so crazy about it. This ain't the only angle they come in to exterminate blacks and Hispanics. Where do you think all the guns be coming from? You think black people was in the sweatshops in the basement start fabricating guns? You think black people going overseas and buying guns from Russia? Like, we got boats. Like, we running down on police taking guns. Where do you think these guns come? So this ain't the only angle. I can't wait till, because this is what I love. I won't say love, but this is why I believe the Most High is doing this Trump thing. Because Trump, he wants to release secrets because he's at war with this liberal movement or whatever. So he released, like last time when he was in office, he was releasing all the UFO stuff. You know what I'm saying? Releasing all of these things. He's forcing blacks and Hispanics to come together because guess what? We're going back to the times where we like, the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. We're going back to where everybody knows, okay, these white people, they the damn devil. Like it ain't a debate no more. We debating more important things than who the damn devil is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't debating like, oh man, I wonder, there's no way white people are this evil. We ain't debating that no more. We know. It should have been known when we seen all those white women and white men voting for Trump, when black women thought white women were going to be on their side. You thought white people weren't bad because white women told you they was with the women's lib because they stand for women's rights. What they didn't tell you was they don't stand for black women's rights. They stand for their women, white women. You know what I'm saying? They stand for East Indians. You know what I'm saying? But that black woman, they will not stand with our sisters. You know why? Because if they empower you, they're going to have to move out the seat. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to get removed out of the seat. Because if they empower you, you are going to empower your man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Real empowerment isn't in independence. Real empowerment isn't coming together. That is real empowerment. That is power. When you have a household where there's a husband and a wife raising kids. That's the power structure right there. Under the Most High in Christ, man. That is the power structure right there, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
We must prevent multiplication of this bad stock.
Ooh, she called blacks and Hispanics bad stock. Like this is the 30. Like this isn't like it's 2024 or 25, whatever the year it is. You know what I'm saying? This isn't when blacks were committing crimes, like so-called crimes at an alarming rate. This is not when crack came. This is not when perks was a thing. This isn't when switches was a thing. This is when the top gangsters of the Italian mob was a thing. You know what I'm saying? This is when the Jewish mob was a thing. This is when the damn Irish mob was a thing. But we're the bad stock. Somehow we were the problem. This is before blacks and Hispanics ever thought of doing a drive-by. I just want y'all to know this. The original people that slid on the yachts because they stepped on their shoe was a damn Italian, was a damn white man. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you try to be like, oh, black people, no, we learned it from the damn oppressor. Right. You looked at him wrong. He over there got the UWAP. We got the Tommy. Pull a Tommy and spray. He's shooting civilians too. Like, this is the time where they was robbing banks. Come on now. And she said we were bad stock. So don't be surprised when they get up there in inauguration, when they get there on their campaign speeches in the White House and say black people are the issue with America. When they say Hispanics, yeah, they both mine. When they say Hispanics are the issues in America, in reality, they are the issues in America. Right. You want to know why America is in such a deficit? Because of white people, man. White people are the issues in America. You know why there's crime problems? Crime is at an alarming rate in America because of white people, not because of blacks and Hispanics. You want to know why so many drugs coming across the border? Because of white people, man, not because of Hispanics. So don't let them fool you to thinking that you are the problem, man. For your sisters, ain't that what y'all say? Gaslighting? Don't let them gaslight you. Go ahead.
And if I could, Captain Zariel brought this out in his debate with the brother, what's his name? What's the brother name he just had a debate with?
Cooley.
That black people don't, white people commit more crimes than black people.
Right.
That what a lot of people look at is the arrest, not understanding that we're the most people. We're the people that mostly get what's it called? Exonerated.
Yep.
Doing crime that we didn't commit.
Yeah. And what he's saying is, we get arrested, meaning what? You can get pulled over and get arrested. Mm-hmm. That's an arrest. You go to holding and they document it, right? You have an arrest record now. But what they don't add into that equation is how many of those crimes get dropped. How many of those charges get dropped? You know what I'm saying? Meaning you didn't get charged with nothing. You didn't do the crime. How many times you got exonerated? Meaning the charges were dropped. Now you do the math. White people, they did convictions. You know what I'm saying? They go to jail a lot, more than you think. You know what I'm saying? But they try to do this little propaganda to push that black people are the problem. You know what I'm saying? They do that to fuel the fire with the whole Trump campaign and the whole white power campaign. You know what I'm saying? To make them feel like they are a better race. In reality, white people are criminals. Right. They are the original criminals. The Bible calls the white man a vagabond. Like, he is a bum. He has no home. You know what I'm saying? A bum sleeps on the streets and always getting pulled over for being drunk. You know what I'm saying? That is the white man. A damn criminal. And you can stop that, Margaret saying. Let me get some more scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And what scripture was we holding?
Scripture I was on?
Yeah.
Judith.
Did we finish it?
Nah.
Let's finish it.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Go ahead, keep going.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Right? Isn't that what Margaret Singer just tried to do? Or tried to do in the 30s? You know what I'm saying? Early 40s? By pushing the eugenics project, eugenics. You know what I'm saying? They want us to sin so they can destroy us. They want you to sell them drugs. And it's so poetic how it's put in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because when you just literally apply it or it's like watching a TV it's like watching the words hop off of the book. Like, and you just hold it up and put it into your view of today's world of Black America, you'll literally see what's going on with Blacks and Hispanics. Like, you sin against the Most High, they putting drugs in your neighborhood, right? They putting drugs in your neighborhood systematically, right? You take those drugs and try to sell them. You go to jail. You might die. You lose your family. You know what I'm saying? You become an addict. You lose your life. You know what I'm saying? They know that. That's how they come and take you as a nation of people. This is how they conquered us. You know what I'm saying? We was already enslaved physically. Now they have our minds. Now you can't even go. Now, and it was so heavy about it. Now your kids can't even go out to eat without smoking a blunt. That's how bad the crack epidemic hit the Black and Hispanic community. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't teach you about the mental traumas and the mental damage that it did to the generations of crack babies. You want to know why there's so many issues in the Black community? Is because the crack epidemic produced damn near all of the babies we have today. Crack babies. Do you think crack not have repercussions? Like, whether your mother smoked or whether you inhaled it at a young age, or whether you were just around it because your father or your uncles or whoever was selling it, it damaged you in a very powerful way. You know what I'm saying? And white people know that. White people know that. This is chess, not checkers, man. They're playing a game here, and we are falling into their hands. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Christ has to come back, because he sees what's going on, and he's angry. You ever see that meme with Arthur? Is that how you say his name? Arthur? And he's balling up his fist. That's Christ right now in heaven. Arthur. That's how you say it, right? Yeah, that's Christ right now in heaven, man. He see the person. He sees the behind closed doors activity that the white man is having about Blacks and Hispanics. He sees the conversations they're having about taking you out the game. You know what I'm saying? And he's angry. He's angry. And not only is he angry at them, he's angry at our leaders for telling us this is the way to go, for leading us down that path. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 Timothy 2:11.
You said 1 Timothy?
Yeah, 2:11. I need to get back on Yeah, I need to get back on topic. You know what I'm saying? And one of the tools the white man used to tempt blacks and Hispanics was our sisters. They used Margaret Singer. Margaret Singer used our leaders to tell black women abortion is okay. They used Margaret Singer to get all of these black leaders to tell you, you don't need your man. You don't need to produce no babies. You know what I'm saying? That's what they told our sisters. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, that's a sin. You are going against the Most High and God. You know what I'm saying? If any Christian pastor or any, what do you call the women in the church? The first ladies or whatever, tell you anything other than that, and pastors. Sheesh, I forgot women can pastor. I forgot TD Jake's daughter is a pastor. Sheesh, woman thought, what is it? Woman aren't thou loose? I think that was his little tour or whatever. Sheesh, Christianity is hell, man. Christianity is destroying us rapidly. But go ahead, read what you got.
God, this is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
So they gonna hear this and be like, I ain't trying to hear that. But they have no understanding of the scripture. Go ahead.
Or what is it? Or it's and what's the word I'm looking for? It's always I'll do it if he's doing such and such.
Yeah, it's conditions.
Conditions. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I remember a speech. I don't know if it was a speech or she did like a poem that Lauryn Hill, even though she's in the world, it was powerful what she said. This is around the time Black Power and Black Beauty was coming back, right? She was like, true love doesn't have conditions, basically. I'm doing a synopsis of what she said, right? Because when you love somebody, you don't have to love you don't love somebody just because they do something for you. You love somebody because you love them. You know what I'm saying? You want to see them succeed. And I got a scripture for that too. That's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. They be like, nah, I ain't shutting up. No, that's not saying you don't have a say-so in your house. You know what I'm saying? That's not saying you can tell you, and this was so heavy about it. When it comes to a man and his father, you don't just tell your father that he's wrong, do you? No, you come to your father in a respectful manner. Yo, dad, I think he was wrong here, and da-da-da-da. It's order to it, right? So wives, you do the same thing. You don't just be like, Negro, you don't know what the hell you doing, da-da-da-da, come out the mouth all crazy. No, you learn in silence, man. Sometimes, and it's so heavy because you can tell a seasoned woman, like a seasoned woman be like, girl, I won't even say nothing. You let men do what men do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to let a man be a man. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear older sisters use those terms. You know what I'm saying? While the younger sisters, and that's I can't even say it's righteous because they in the world still and they be just as bad. But it's in the kingdom is going to be a lot better than that. You know what I'm saying? The explanation is going to be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And it will be better because the woman will be under a righteous man. She won't be under no drug dealer. You won't be under subjection to a drug dealer. You wouldn't choose a drug dealer. You wouldn't choose a murderer, a rapist, or a down low man. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't choose the pastor. You know what I'm saying? You would choose a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Women should not be teaching this. This is what's so crazy about it. I don't even know her name. Is her last name Jakes too? TD Jake's daughter. I know. I went to school with somebody that's a damn pastor. She a pastor or something like that now, and she be dancing and prancing, and she don't say not a lick. I be trying to see if she say something heavy. She don't say nothing, and start She started doing all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. What it's talking about is this Bible. You are not authorized to teach this Bible You can teach your kids the law, statutes, and commandments. Don't get it. And this is what's so crazy, how you got to, like, I won't say dumb it down, but you got to be specific when you're talking to your rib. Or talking to a sister, period, because they'll try to find all these little, oh, yeah, no. This is not saying you can't be a teacher. This is not saying you can't be a doctor or a nurse or a damn, you can be a lawyer, whatever you want in this world, but you can't be a priest. That's what's like, what is that? A damn priestess. Like what you can't even pull one so-called priestess out of the damn Bible, but somehow you were the original. What, you original? You the first. Sis, you can't. The Lord deals with men. You know what I'm saying? Christ is a man. God is a man, like a spiritual man. It doesn't say nowhere that he's a woman. Go ahead.
That's how you know that Margaret Sanger woman rights movement destroyed the black woman, because they can't even give us that.
Right.
Like you said, we're not telling y'all can't teach us about medical.
Right, like you could be as smart as you want. Sis, go ahead. Dalvin, I know sisters that smart as hell, and they was good as hell in books. I cheat off them in school. Hey. But you know what I'm saying? That's not saying that. So don't, and that's where you gotta be careful, because it's like that thin line with them red pill dudes that try to use that. And that's what white people did too. I think Mormons are like that. They're like, a woman is supposed to be dumb. Muslims is like that over in the Middle East. They'll kill a woman if she's teaching her children, her daughters, how to read a book. You know what I'm saying? That's the heathen. We didn't do that in Israel. You want to be a little librarian and all that and be smart? Go ahead. But when it comes to preaching this word and dealing with God, that's a man's job, babe. That's a man's job. You can't do this job. That's for Black and Hispanic men. So don't take this scripture out of context. And then they try to take this and push like we what do you call it? Anti-female or whatever. Like we hate women. Anti-feminist. We probably love women more than your damn pastor that tells you that you the greatest. You know what I'm saying? In reality, he actually hates you. He hates you. He's lusting after you even though you got a husband. He wants to sleep with your kids. We want to protect you. You know what I'm saying? We want to actually protect you. And by protecting you, we tell you this: you are not allowed to teach this Bible, nor usurp authority over a man. You can't take authority from the man in the household. Usurp means to take power forcefully away. You aren't allowed to do that. Don't you dare go ahead and try to use your kids as a pawn to make your husband or your baby father less of a man. Is that not a common occurrence in America? Is that not the America agenda? Is that not the feminist movement agenda? Put him on child support, take all his money. Make sure he can't even live. Make sure all he get to eat is ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he feel less of a man. Don't follow after that white woman, man. Let the white woman do whatever she do. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy because when you look back on the sisters back in the day, 60s, 50s, 40s, and all that, I think of the Hidden Figures, right? The sisters that sent the white man to the moon, the first calculators. They all had husbands, and they were great at their job. They were smart as hell. They worked at NASA. You know what I'm saying? Their husbands were less important, but guess what? They came home and respected their husbands, regardless of their job title, regardless of what they had going on in NASA, the renown they was getting. They made history, but guess what? They loved their husbands. Even though Martin Luther King was as evil as he was, his wife, what was his wife's name? Coretta Scott. Even though he was sleeping with white women and all that, did she not love her man? Did she? I'm going to stick beside him. You know what I'm saying? Those were the times. That's what we need to get back to. Because his name really wasn't Martin Luther King. I don't know why. I don't know if it changed. I don't know if she didn't want to change it. That's a good question. I will look into it. Keep going.
The middle of First Timothy.
We're gonna keep going to 15.
Man. But to be in silence.
Right.
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
So Adam was made first, right? Meaning Adam was taught the breath of life. You know what I'm saying? If you are new to the UPK, when it says first formed, we don't follow this Christian belief of Adam being just created by this clay and all this. No, Adam was the breath of life that the Lord gave Adam was these laws, statutes, and commandments. So Adam was first formed, meaning what? He was taught these laws, statutes, and commandments. Just like when you come into the truth, you are formed into a new man. Adam was formed first. He was taught first. And then read that second part.
Then Eve.
Then Eve. How did Eve get taught? Did it say God taught Eve? No, it don't. Adam taught Eve.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That is the duty of a husband. The duty of a husband is to teach his wife. He could teach his kids too, but a lot of times if he's like has priestly duties, the wife is going to teach the kids. The wife is to teach the kids, and the husband is to lay the law. You know what I'm saying? He teaches the wife teaches the kids. You know what I'm saying? That is how the pecking order in the earth is supposed to be. But it's all upside down now. This is how you know the Antichrist is what's ruling the earth, Christianity, because who's in charge of the household right now? The kids. Everything is based off of, well, I got to make sure I got to celebrate Christmas because the kids. You know what I'm saying? I remember I talked to one sister before. She was smoking. She allowed her daughter to smoke weed in the house, even though she ain't believe in smoking weed. The kids ruled her damn house. You scared of your kids. You know what I'm saying? In reality, the man, the woman, the kids, man. And it's a reason for that. It's because a sister might not have as much backbone as a man. A sister might not be able to get her voice up like a man does. You don't got that loud yell, deep yell, stern stares. You know what I'm saying? You don't got that aura like a man does. Keep going.
Verse 14. And Adam was not deceived.
Adam wasn't deceived by the serpent. Like, this is what most Christians don't know either. The sin that Adam did wasn't being tricked by the snake. Like, this is what we got to understand about the Bible. We need to read it first. And we need to get taught from an actual prophet. Keep going.
But the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Which is why, and then that's when you go into why sisters suffer from the pain of periods and birth and stuff like that, right? Because it was the woman that transgressed. The woman didn't listen to her man. But you know why Adam was also charged? Because who's in charge of the woman? The man. You know what I'm saying? You think the I.S.U.P.K just tell black men they in charge or they the head just because, with no accountability, with no responsibility? Anytime I give counsel to any of my brothers, hey, you picked her. You are charged with whatever she does. She's a representation of you, which is why it's more powerful for a woman to follow her husband, because she understands that because in the old days, your wife could get you killed. Like something your wife did could get you killed. You know what I'm saying? So you are a representation of you. And Adam was the first example of it. His wife ate from the fruit of the tree, which is basically the knowledge. She learned the stars and the zodiac signs. What are they doing today? Learning the stars, the zodiac signs, and going into different gods and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing the devil uses. White man knows the easiest way to destroy the black man, the nation of Israel, is through the woman. That's why the Bible called her a weaker vessel. A weaker vessel is something easily penetrated. You can easily get into it. You know what I'm saying? You can easily get into a sister's mind if you just, talk sweet to her.
Right.
You know You know what I'm saying? And now what? Now she start hanging. Now she start putting rocks in the damn fireplace. Go ahead.
How you think all these so-called bums got babies?
Right, all these bums. Yeah, that makes you got all these. This is so crazy and heavy what you just said, because we live in the generation of if you don't make 100K, he can't talk to me. But she, every time I turn around, the most bums, like I won't say bums, I gotta be brotherly, but the most unwealthy brothers have the most babies. You know what I'm saying? But it's real though. Like I remember I was in the bank making a deposit from rent one time from my other house, and I remember it was somebody behind me, and the boy like I still live with my mom, and yeah, I'm on like kid 13. I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just don't believe everything the sisters be saying nowadays, man. They be saying all that nonsense of he gotta make $30 million, they be lying. You know what I'm saying? It don't take all of that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be smoother, brother. You gotta be more smoother with the talking. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
CHAANAYAAHLA, verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. If they continue in faith and charity and holiness and sobriety.
You know what I'm saying? This is talking about what women go through because of that sin that Eve did, right? And now you have to be like, what do you call it? Like when a woman goes through pregnancy, it's hard on them. It's hard on their bodies. They have all types of mood swings. But the Lord is saying here is, I don't give a damn. You're still going to be nice to your husband. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to make her holy, though. When she reads that scripture, like, damn, I can't be mean to him because what? The Lord told me I can't. I'm suffering this because of my foremother. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at Eve. Be mad at a woman for what you're going through, not the man that got you pregnant. Go ahead.
They won't be mad at YAHUSHUA or the Most High.
Right. But they mad at you.
And we supposed to be their God.
Right. You supposed to be her head. You're supposed to be her power, her Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be her protector, her provider. And she over there cursing you. I get it. Hey, but as a man, you still give her grace. It's still a woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too harsh, but hey, sis, the Bible say what it say. Sorry, I ain't make Eve listen to the serpent. Go ahead, go. I want to go down. I want to go to first. Now we got one more. First John. What time you got to be there?
No. I thought you was telling me to keep.
No.
All right. Which one? First John what?
4:21.
This is the book of John, First John, chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
So in I.S.U.P.K, we understand that brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood, right? So you have to love your brothers and your sisters. That's a commandment we got, right? Right? You got to love them both. So when you love your sister, right? I wasn't trying to, I'm not going to stay on the friend. I'm trying to stay on the intimate part. When you love your sister, right? It doesn't mean you whore her out. It doesn't mean you sleep with her and leave her. When you got love for your sister, that means you stay with her. You know what I'm saying? You deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Righteously. It doesn't mean you just use her as a sex toy whenever you want. Now you got to deal with her emotions. Now you got to actually build with her. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for sisters. Sisters, you got to learn how to deal with this man. You know what I'm saying? And this goes to the people in the world that's trying to come into the school and come into the truth with a husband. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay without, like, no man in this school would ever tell you, well, when you come in here, you got to lose your man. The Christian church will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Christian church will tell you, like, oh, you're not getting along. When he don't want to be a Christian, you got to divorce him. No. You come into this school with a husband or a wife, you staying with that man. No man in this school is going to approach you I guarantee you, and you have the protection of the brothers. Whether he comes into the school or she comes into the school or not, you are off limits. You're a married woman to us.
6 months to a year.
Yeah, and it's 6 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? But if you come into this school already married, you know what I'm saying? I got to reiterate, sex is marriage in here. So if you come in here having sex with a man that you already having sex with out in the world and he's not in the school, that is your husband. And we will respect him as so. He is a brother to us. And we wouldn't want nobody trying to flirt with our wives, right? So why would we try to flirt with his wife, whether he's in here or not? He is still our brother. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We're not disgusting like the white man. We're not disgusting like your Christians. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you. That's his property. He did all his business on you. Like, we don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a custom of Israel. That's a custom of the Romans.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the custom of them, the nasty Africans.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to work, right? Yeah, that's the customs of the heathens, man. And they nasty as hell for that. They nasty as hell. Some one of my idolites told me way back is trying to sleep with somebody else's rib is like sharing a damn condom. Like you putting your rod in the same place they put their rod. It's not, it's nasty. You're nasty. You know what I'm saying? I done heard some crazy stories with brothers that sleep with somebody else's wives. Y'all be going right after the husband did his business. You're disgusting. You're nasty. You know what I'm saying? I can never understand it. Give me Luke 6:31. Nah, I'm gonna clip it at 40 for you. You know what I'm saying? That is not brotherhood and that is not sisterhood, man.
Luke what?
6:31. Go ahead.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
If you don't want something done to you, in this circumstance, we're talking about adultery, or we're talking about adultery, which is when a married woman sleeps with a man, or when a man sleeps with a married woman. You know what I'm saying? Multiple wives is not unlawful. Read it from the top.
Okay. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men shall do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Do ye also, man. It's a lot here. Read it from the top. I got all tongue tied.
And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
What you want done to you, do it to other people too. Right? Keep going.
Verse
hurry it up.
32. For if ye love them which love you, what thanks have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
So this goes into what we were talking about conditions. Love is conditional, right? Love isn't always conditional, man. Because sinners also love people, right? You can sleep with somebody else and still love your best friend. You'll sleep with your best friend's wife, and you'll love your best friend. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh God, verse 33. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same.
Keep going.
Verse 35. It's like verse 34. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thank have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again.
So you lend, like say you got a brother that's falling on hard times. You lending them money, but you only lending them money for a return. Like you waiting for a blessing. That's the world. Like what's the common saying? I'm making sure my karma right. so I'm gonna give this homeless person food or money. You know what I'm saying? That's what America would teach you. You know what I'm saying? Or you just hoping that you hit the lottery if you give enough poor people money. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Slide, sir. What you bringing out is super heavy. It's real heavy because I know a brother that was, I mean, he was looking out for another brother, and every time he'll be like, the Lord is watching. I feel like the Lord about to come at me or something like that. His word was take my powers. It's a lot here, sir.
Yeah, that's how brothers say. They evil in the world. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 35. But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the Most High, highest.
You know what I'm saying? This is saying, man, that I don't be doing all of these things just for a blessing, man. Don't be be crazy. Don't just try to be a so-called brother, because you're really not. In your heart, you're really not a brother. Like, don't be trying to be a brother for Lord to make you win the lottery ticket, or you win big on blackjack or something like that, on dice. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Or ring race. You know what I'm saying? Don't be banking on that just because you doing good things to brothers, man. You do it thinking you ain't gonna get no return. Like you thinking the Lord not even don't even acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You're gonna get blessed. The Lord is gonna bless you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will bless you, and you'll be this is what Christ did he not? You know what I'm saying? He gave to the people. He could have been the damn ruler of the earth in Rome. He could have took down Rome. You know what I'm saying? But he still was given to the people, the poor, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he actually loved his brothers and sisters. There was no conditions to it. He gave. And that's what the men of the I.S.U.P.K been pushing since 1969 under Commanding General YAHANNA.
That's right.
And with that, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started in 1969 under Commanding General YAHANNA out of Harlem, New York, 125th Street. Get in class, pay your tithes, watch these classes, man. Learn how to heal your households again, man. This Bible will heal it. You know what I'm saying? This Bible is a sword, and this sword can heal. You know what I'm saying? And these stories are meant for our learning. And with that, I'm Officer 500 Aitanya. Shalom. All right, let's get out of here.